escalation has also been put on hold. The sudden suspension threatens to cripple Ukraine's ability to defend against Russian forces, forcing European nations to step in. But can they fill the gap left by the US? The suspension follows a war of words between the two leaders. Zelenskyy has repeatedly called for unwavering
Joe Biden, because Joe Biden didn't have a clue. He just gave money hand over fist, and they should have been able to equalize with us.
The aid freeze includes advanced air defense systems like Patriot and NASAMS, vital artillery shells, precision-guided missiles, and anti-tank munitions. Financial assistance meant for military procurement, battlefield logistics, and security cooperation has also been put on hold. The sudden suspension threatens to cripple Ukraine's ability to defend against Russian forces, forcing European nations to step in. But can they fill the gap left by the US? The suspension follows a war of words between the two leaders. Zelenskyy has repeatedly called for unwavering US support, while Trump insists that Ukraine must show more willingness for a ceasefire. The tension escalated when Zelenskyy suggested that the war is far from over, remarks that Trump reportedly viewed as a rejection of diplomatic efforts.
And we are thankful. I said thanks
you haven't
in
been
this
allowed.
cabinet.
You haven't been allowed.
In this cabinet.
We gave you, through this stupid president, $350 billion.
You voted
we gave
for
you
your
military
president.
equipment,
You
and you
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about
if you didn't have our military equipment,
You invited
if
me
you
to
didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days. This is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this.
The aid freeze affects billions of dollars in security assistance, including advanced weaponry and financial support crucial for Ukraine's war effort. Without this backing, Kyiv may struggle to sustain its defenses, especially as Russia intensifies its assaults on key regions. The decision also has wider geopolitical implications. European nations, already stepping up military and financial aid to Ukraine, now face additional pressure to fill the gap left by the US. France has proposed a partial ceasefire to test Russia's willingness for negotiations, while the UK continues to explore diplomatic solutions. However, with Moscow showing no signs of backing down, concerns are growing that the lack of US military support could tilt the war in Russia's favor. If Ukraine loses critical US aid, will Russia escalate its attacks? Will Europe step in to compensate? And how will this decision shape the future of the war? The coming weeks will be crucial in determining Ukraine's path forward.